Fifth part of when you started ignoring your obsessive boyfriend after an accident and he became more violent. Author point of view. Nick was dragging you towards the car and you were yelling for help. Where were guards? Why no student was passing from there? You did not want to give up. You struggled all you could, though his grip on your hairs were tight and hurtful. Jan, let go. He was about to stuff you in the car, and it fell down from his hand. With all your might, you pushed him and leaned to grab it. You got it. Standing with shaking hands, you pointed it on him. For a moment, he looked scared and then smirked as he can see your unbalanced posture. Nick, don't be so dramatic and give it to me. He took a careful step. Jan, stop right there or I will kill you. Nick, really? But he was not stopping. Nick, I can play all day with you, but I don't have time. Jan, I will shoot you if you take another step. You bit your lip thinking, how can you kill someone? You were at the war with your mind and heart when you saw him jumping on you. With a scream, you had placed your finger on the trigger, but he held your hand. Jan, no. He was strong and his hold was leaving marks on you. While struggling, you heard John's voice, and at the same time, the trigger was pressed. You were all fine, and so was Nick. John, John, no. He was shot, was pierced in his chest. His face twisted in shock and pain. Nick backed away as his cunning eyes moved between you and John. John's body fell on the ground, and dropping it there, you ran to him. Nick flew in his car. You sat down near John and placed his head in your lap. He was profusely, and your heart was stopping. John, John, I didn't. Loud shot had snatched everyone's attention. Guards and students marched there. John, please call the ambulance. Taehyung also came there. Guards were pulling you away from John, who was now shifted on the stretcher. He took you in his embrace. Taehyung, John, he he hit your face in his chest when you mumbled that you shot him. At the moment they called, Jan, we are leaving. He sneaked you out of there. He didn't take you to your or his house. He took you to his personal plant. Jan, I killed him. He was Taehyung. Calm down, baby. He placed you at the edge of bathtub. The hands and dress was stained in. First he removed his and then palmed your face in his hands. Look here and tell me what happened there. You were narrating him the incident while he took off your stained dress. Get in. You did not move. He lifted you and sat you down in warm water as you were lost. You did not do anything, you got it? He rubbed softly. You were shaking being in trauma. Jan, what if he dies? He will be fine. Jan, I should not have struggled. His moving hand stopped. Even the thought that Nick could kidnap you was clenching his heart. When he was done, he guided you out of the tub and wrapped a towel around you. Look at me. You did. He wiped your tears that were streaming down. Stop crying. He brought a new dress and made you wear it. You came in lounge with him. Doorbell rang and you hugged him. Jan, they are here, Taehyung. His heart sank when the door opened. That was the father. That. Looking, Locking the door, he stormed to him. His lawyer also came. Father, do you know what you did? Why you brought her here? He wrapped his arms around you. She is here because she did not do anything. Father, we both know what happened, Taehyung. Lawyer, it had Miss Yan's fingerprints. It is critical. She should surrender, as hiding is more against her. Taehyung hit you behind himself. She is innocent, Dad. That Nick was there to kidnap her. What happened with John was an accident. Father, we don't have any other option, Jan. Come with me. I promise you that I will take you out of this. With fearful eyes, you were shivering. No way. Father, then what? Da, we can send her abroad. You handle here. Liar. Not possible. Shut up. Father, you shut up. Jan, when John will be conscious, he will give the testimony and it will be all sorted out. But if you keep hiding, then it will make more. Jan, you promise you will help me? Jan, he growled. Father, yes, my daughter. No, Jan, I will not hand over you to them. The word scared you more. Soon, the doorbell rang again, and they arrived to arrest you. Stop them, Dad, he shouted. Liar opened the door and let the officers in. Taehyung yelled and created a whole scene, but father held your hand and took you out. Father used all his connections, and so you were not put in lockup, and kept you in the office till John's surgery. They came to meet you. Taehyung hugged you tightly when he entered in office. Baby, he madly all over your face, not caring that his dad and other officers were also there. You okay? Did anyone hurt you? Tell me. John, I am fine. Officers left. Father. John's surgery went well, but he is in coma. Taehyung pulled a seat next to himself. You panicked, and Taehyung held your hand. He is not dead, Dad. Did you talk with his family? Father. Yes, they agreed for letting you go home till the case continues. When John wakes up, Taehyung happily your head and you smile. Jan. Thank you, uncle. You are no less than a father to me. He patted your head. Get up. Let's go. Father. She has to spend this night here. Some legal process. No, Dad. Your heart sank, but you acted strong. Jan. It's okay, Taehyung. Of course it's not okay. Father. Officers here will take care of her. Instead of relaxing, that annoyed him more. Jan. Don't worry, Taehyung. It's just a night. He sighed before leaving for many times and promised to visit even in night. You were sure that he would be staying out of the station in his car, his paranoid love. You were shifted to a lockup. A small bed was fixed against the wall. You lay down and tried to sleep. Soon you drifted to sleep. A bad dream made you miserable. You felt like your windpipe was squeezing and you cannot breathe. Few moments passed and you realized it was not a dream. Your eyes shot open and you saw Taehyung hovering over you. Nick, his hands tightening around your neck. You gagged and your face turned red due to lack of oxygen. You hit him in his stomach and he backed away. While coughing, you fell down the bed and crawled towards the bars. Sean, help, officer. With a hurting throat, you yelled. Nick snatched you up. Nick, you had ruined my career. I will kill you. An officer reached and pulled away Nick. Taehyung also barged in, and he pounded on Nick. He was beating him wildly. Others stopped him, and you wrapped around him. The trauma of the day was not gone, and another attack just devastated you. Jan, Taehyung, you were crying. Nick was dragged out. You okay, baby? You did not let him have a proper look of you and snuggled to him. He then lifted you up. Father and Julie rushed to station. Taehyung was sitting with you in his lap. Jan, Mom, you tried to get down, but he did not let you. Julie, Jani, what that evil man did with you. Taehyung assured her that you are fine. Jan, let me sit aside. You want to go there again? He spat as he was angry at you too for agreeing to stay here. You dashed back to him. Dad, I am taking her home. Officer, but sir, there is still time. Da, if you want her to stay here till morning, then first let me kill Nick. Da, father, taehyungff. Da, and if you cannot, then she is going with me. He stood with you in his arms. You had held him tightly, as you were scared to be left here. Officer, there are some rules. I am leaving my dad to follow them. They all were dumbfounded, and he hurriedly walked out of there. Taking you to his mansion, he settled you on the bed. Julie, I was so worried for you. Jan, don't worry, mom, I am fine. Ta, yeah, she is a brave girl. Only sarcasm in his voice. Ta, that was me who insisted she can stay there for more days, right? Jan, then what? Uncle had already done so much for me. He asked for a night to stay there. How can I be stubborn like you? Julie, Jean, she won and he huffed. We are leaving for abroad. You make your mind. He left and you were in shock. When did he decide that? To be continued. Thanks for watching and love you all.